My name is Jonathan Clarke, and what do? I'm a writer primarily, but I also work in restaurants, so I'm on my feet a lot when I'm not sitting writing. Okay, well, first of all, what was my biggest fear before joining the retreat? This is actually my third retreat, so obviously I like it and it's done something for me. The first time I came, my problem really was that I'd broken my back in an accident in Thailand, of all places. And so I was worried, would I be able to do all the stuff that we are here to do? And I was delighted to find out that I could do most of it, and where I couldn't, I could work around it or do other things that would still benefit me. And so the second time it was just pushing through even more, and this time around has again just been pushing through more. And what's been interesting is that after the first time and learning about nutrition and how to move and what to do, I was having been trapped in a cage after my back was broken. I gained a lot of weight because I couldn't move, couldn't do much. I was 7 months in a cage, you know. So learning what I did at the first retreat was really a revelation for me, and I decided to make that retreat be the kickstart for me. And so I really took it on board, and over the course of the year, because there's a year between when I did it first time and now, I really took that nutrition learning on board, and I managed to lose over 50 pounds now, so about 4 stone. I guess it's like 24, 25 kilos. I'm not a kilo guy, but that's changed my body. So I guess coming back to your question, what was I worried about on this particular retreat? After having lost all that weight, I was worried about maybe how my body would react to everything this time, and it actually it was different from the other 2 times. But again, pushing through it, and it was great. It was great. Favorite thing about the retreat, it's kind of funny because of the 3 that I've done now, I've had a different experience each time based on where I'm at. And so the first time it was about the physicality and realizing that I could actually do all the stuff that I was doing. I lost a massive amount. I lost a stone in a week, you know. And that was an eye-opener for me. That was wonderful. The second time I did it, it was also that was learning all the nutrition and taking that on board. The second time was kind of rejuvenating myself and pushing through a bit of a plateau that I'd gotten to. So again, it was the physical, and also I really was clearing the mind and getting a lot of work done during that one. This time around, it's more kind of a spiritual thing. It sounds a bit silly to say, perhaps, but it's just getting in touch with myself, feeling my new physical form that I'm working on, and I've got a long way to go still, but I'm happy with that, and I'm not trying to do it in 3 days or a week or whatever. I'm on a journey, and I'm embracing that journey, and I'm really loving it, and that's what this is. It's sort of a confirmation of the journey that I've chosen to go on. And it's, you know, you arrive here one of 9 strangers, and you leave here like a family, and everyone talks about their own lives, and we help each other and de-stress. And you know, one of the girls after we did a whole thing today in a workout, she said, "Hey, you want to run up the hill and go?" You know, we're supposed to just relax, you know, before lunch. And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." You know, and we just had great chats all the way up about family and how we're dealing with our issues and stuff, and jogged all the way back. You know, that's not something I would normally do, but I just have to say it's really great, the support that you get here. And so I think for me this time around, it was just kind of on a spiritual level. It was wonderful to be surrounded by strangers who became family, and to de-stress and to just become peaceful. It was great. What will I be taking home that I've learned on this retreat? Well, one of the funny things is when you do multiple retreats is that you're in essence doing the same program, but the program has developed a little bit as it does each time. And you pick up on different things each time you do it. It's like if you were to read the same book again or watch the same movie or the same show, you're going to pick up on stuff that you missed the first time or even the second or third times. So this time around, I think I just took on board more about nutrition, about goals, stress release, mindset, all that kind of stuff. This time I'm focusing a little more on the mindset side of things rather than just the physical side of stuff. And I think that's what I'm really going to take from this. I'm going to be able to deal with my deadlines a little more easily, I think. Kayaking and supping. Okay, this was a serious thing for me. A story that you have no idea about. Basically, before I even did the first retreat, I went to Sicily with my family, and my younger son wanted to go kayaking. Dad, let's go kayaking. Yeah, we'll get it. So we're on a beach, we rent some kayaks, we're in front of 1,000 people. He gets on his, he's waiting for me. I get onto mine, flip, out, gone. Try to get on, flip, nope. Try again, flip, nope. No matter what I did, not only could I not get on it, I couldn't stay on it. Just forget it. So every 1,000 people laughing, it was stupid. And I felt really bad, especially for him. He was like, Dad, come on. It was just too big. So coming here the first time, suddenly, what? Kayaking? Are you kidding me? Get into this thing, and it was a long kayak that particular day. It was 3 hours, I think, we were on kayaks, and I got to tell you, with a broken back the whole bit, it was devastating for me, and it was the hardest thing I think I've practically ever done. I made a joke to you at one point that all this water in the bottom of the kayak, that's sweat. But I did it. I pushed through it. I went the whole time. I got in, landed, and I was proud of myself for accomplishing that, because that was very hard for me. Second time through, I was with somebody in a kayak, and it went much more easily, but still hard. Still hard, but much easier than the first time. Okay, so the second retreat, again, I was really worried by this point. Oh gosh, no, not again, But went in a double kayak, and it went much more easily. It was not as long a time as well. Went much more easily than the first time, and I was proud of myself for having done it, The third time, this time round, in a kayak, and I gotta say, I was amazed. I was actually pushing harder because I really enjoyed it. And the pain wasn't there, and I was able to do the movements and everything much more smoothly, and I actually really enjoyed it. And in fact, I would look forward to doing it again, which really surprised me, I have to say. As for the supping, stand-up paddleboarding, first time was desperate. Stand up, yeah, right. Let's try and get on the knees. Okay, sort of got on the knees. That was about as far as I could go with that one. I tried, I pushed, and that was the best I could do at the time, which is great. Second time round, yeah, I was on my knees, boom, doing stuff, great, no problem. Stand up, forget it, not a chance, could not move my legs to make them stand. No, not gonna happen. This time round, okay. Now, not perfect, but I got up 3 times. First time for about 0.3 seconds, second time for about 0.5 seconds, third time for about 0.7 seconds. World record for me. Now, that might not mean anything to anybody else, but for me, miracle. So it just shows getting to that from where I started was just a huge difference, and it's shown me how far I've managed to get in terms of my health, and it was wonderful. It was great. Really felt good. Okay, in terms of the last year since doing the first retreat, how has it changed for me in terms of clothing? It's like, let's not worry about the actual scales. Just talking clothing and sense of confidence with clothes. We'll put it this way. I decided this time to wear the same pair of jeans that I wore when I came here the first time. This is my third time, and I wore those same jeans. Now, when I wore them before, I couldn't even do up a belt because I couldn't get the belt to go. And so I didn't wear belts, and I just wore the jeans, and they were tight. This time around, I wore the jeans with a belt that was on the 5th notch. Pretty good. And at security, when they tell you to take off your belt and everything, I took off the belt and I suddenly went, "Ooh," because the trousers, I swear, I nearly dropped them to my ankles. They just were like, so I had to put the belt back on until the last second. But in other words, the difference in clothing alone is massive. I'm wearing shirts that I haven't been able to wear in years. I'm wearing trousers that I haven't been able to wear in years. All my belts are suddenly available. I go to work and the belt I wear to work, I'm on my 6th notch. It's a big difference, and there's a great confidence that comes with that, I have to say. It's lovely. Okay, if you're on the fence about coming on this retreat, rest assured, no matter what size you are, I was big, with a broken back. It's the right thing. It just is. This is an all-encompassing retreat. So it's not just about weight loss. Maybe you don't need to lose any weight. Maybe you just need to tone up. Maybe physically you just need to get in touch with how you breathe. In yoga, we learn how to breathe. So there's a whole raft of areas within the physicality of a person that is dealt with on this retreat. If you are just looking for a way to de-stress, to relax, this is amazing for that. We do the workouts, you get the endorphins, you feel wonderful, and then you sit down and relax on these fabulous couches and things that we have here, or you get in the pool or the jacuzzi, and I gotta tell you, it's just wonderful. It's really lovely and relaxing. It's peaceful is what it is. If you want to learn about nutrition, you want to learn about how to deal with things directly, it's fabulous. You're going to get all the tools you need to be able to bring this home with you. And so, in other words, if you're on the fence, I guess the word is a mugwump, sitting on the fence, not sure which way to go. Ryder, hello. All I can say is take the jump. Jump off the fence, because this just is the right thing, and it's a great experience, and it's a happy experience, and it's a loving experience.